Good evening. Ross has tonight off. Striking social workers in Edmonton have rejected the province's back-to-work offer. A marathon bargaining session yesterday produced a tentative deal that would allow social workers to return to work while bargaining resumed on a new contract. But as John Lovin reports, Edmonton social workers have turned their backs on the deal, saying it promised nothing.
Keep that.
Jubilant striking social workers greeted rush hour traffic in Edmonton. The local 6 AUPE members were happy with news of a breakthrough bargaining session and a back-to-work offer in their 18-day-old illegal strike.
That's okay, though. It made getting out of bed so nice when I heard it on the radio, you know.
The smiles continued as social workers gathered to vote on the province's back-to-work deal. But the strikers emerged after the 3-hour meeting dejected, disappointed, and bitter. The Edmonton chapter rejected the province's back-to-work offer.
This chapter has agreed that there hasn't been enough movement on the major issues by the government to warrant us returning to work.
I'm disappointed personally, and I think we had, some expectations that things would have moved more than they did.
The Local 6 president says the province isn't willing to bargain on 2 key issues: reduced workloads and discipline for social workers who continue to defy a back-to-work court injunction.
We have movement in the 2 areas. We have very, very little detail regarding specifics.
The province still refuses to acknowledge any substantial dealings with the AUPE.
I said there will be no bargaining, no collective bargaining, no negotiations on their contract, and there haven't been.
24 Edmonton social workers were to appear in Court of Queen's Bench on contempt charges, but the court action was postponed until next Tuesday with no protest from the province's lawyer, a possible sign of goodwill. One striker facing a contempt charge admits defying the back-to-work court injunction causes a lot of sleepless nights, but she says it's worth it.
When we help our clients to improve their lifestyle, we are helping their children. Their children are the future of Alberta. That's everybody's business. That's everyone's responsibility.
There are no new negotiations scheduled for the weekend, although both sides are open to more informal discussions. For now, the strike and the stalemate continue. John Loveland, ITV News.
The Enoch Indian Band west of Edmonton is suing the federal government for $400.
It's nice to feel there's some light at the end of the tunnel.
But once inside, that optimism quickly died. Union members were told about a secret meeting with the government that ended with an offer to get them back to work. But after hearing it, the strikers said it wasn't good enough.
They've offered us nothing, so I'm staying out until they give us something that we want.
The social services workers had hoped for a proposal that would lower their caseloads, and they wanted a promise that if they did return to work, they wouldn't be disciplined. But they didn't get it.
I don't think we have enough to go back at this point.
Late this afternoon, Labour Minister Elaine McCoy refused to comment on the vote.
We don't know the details, and we also don't have any word from the rest of the province. So at this stage, we'll wait and get further word directly from the union, and we'll see where we go from there.
After the vote, union lawyers made their way to court. They wanted a delay in contempt of court proceedings until Tuesday. The judge agreed. It was a big relief to those charged.
On the one hand, I'm relieved. On the other hand, there's going to be a few more days of anxiety, not knowing what's going to happen, how this matter is going to be treated by the courts.
Well, social services workers in Edmonton say they're not going back to work. The union still has to hear from strikers across the province. The final results won't be known until Monday, but if reaction in Edmonton is any indication, this strike is far from over. Rick Boguski, CBC News, Edmonton.